And we're live. Welcome to Veterans No Man's Sky streaming, and why is this sitting so weirdly? Should be like that. Okay, and we are here on our freighter. And I did some refining in the end of the stream last time, so, well, after I went offline, because otherwise we would have been sitting 20 minutes further on and just looking at refining, and I didn't find that was the appropriate use of anyone's time, including my own, so I just let it run while I actually walk the dog. So that's where we are, and we need to kind of continue where we left off. We are still needing a lot of things on to proceed with all these things. You remember we found a ship which we kept that was on fire, but we actually managed to repair quite a lot on it, so that in itself was good. And the other problem is we lack upgrades to the freighter, so we can't really send out any frigates because we don't have the fuel part. So we need to continue to try to find freighter crash sites. That's probably the best option to get salvage frigate module. So that's the plan, and then of course try to follow the storyline a little bit and see what we can get from that. I'm just going to make sure actually have a lot of things that I should not be carrying around. So all these should actually just be sold off. That one goes to storage container. That one as well for now. That one to our starship, and all these maps. That one goes to the... Oh, that was the wrong one I sent it to. It should go to the starship, because that's where we need it. A lot of these are not really, they just need to be done at some point, but I'll give them a run after the stream tonight again, and just take it from there. Pulse engine. So the problem is I need slots for this. That costs a lot of money, so until I kind of get that, then I can't really make a lot of upgrades to the ship, which is a little bit of shit. But that's kind of how it is. I'm actually going to sell these. So I sent that to the freighter for now. Movement module. So I already have all S's. Don't know if I can have another one. No, then I start overloading it, so I'm just going to sell that as well. Those which is actually for starships. I could save them and put them on other ships, but I don't really want to do that because I feel I waste the slots on the ships. I'd rather get things eventually which will be S-class and not actually waste out on it. So I have cleaned up, and do we actually have a teleporter on this system? On this freighter, I can't remember if I ever got that, but might actually not be researched yet either. Then I will have to go to a space station and take it from there where we were last time. So let's just check. Is it down here? Yeah. So we don't have that. Of course we don't. So let's go down and take our ship. Did I actually note where we were? I'm very good at making notes, because otherwise I cannot remember what I'm doing. That is one of my biggest issue with this game, is that there is so many names which pops around that you run amok in them. So theoretically we should probably take a pop to our station, but we don't have what we need, do we? Oh, we have to, because this one is outlaw, yeah, so we can't actually teleport to everywhere. And that, of course, is a limitation, but we will move to freighter at this later moment. So let's just quickly go to our base and double check if there's anything we need to do. And then we go back to the system we entered at the end last time. That is probably the better option for now. Also, so I'm not very stuck in the missions, but it is actually quite nice to get through them. And I actually think he got what he wanted, but I will check the missions later as well when we start running around on planets. What does he want? Data. It's a little bit like the guys in he wanted me to raid a depot filled with sentinels. I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, so I didn't note where we were last time, so we can go back there. And that was called a Pesk 11. So that's where we will continue our journey, our quests, and it is the same. Unfortunately, we need to find crashed freighters so we can get those pesky frigate thingy. Just checking. We have, that's not the one, that's the one. We have 6 and we have 8. So I'll fill up a little bit on those because we have so many. Navigation data to actually use them. So got what? I'm quite sure I clicked it 2 times, but yeah, that was just me being stupid. So be a little bit careful not clicking too many times on screens, because sometimes something come up and you choose, and if you click there already and it takes it, then it's going to take that as your answer, and it's not always what you actually wanted to do. Wiring loom is still over 60, so I'm hoping we can find a cheap place for them. So I'm going to sell these, which is 10. You get so many, so you could save them and use them to make better standings with the different races, but I don't see that as very useful, and the coins is always something you can use. I have some upgrades which actually I wanna sell. You only get roughly half what you paid out of them. So, but it all counts up in the end. So we're ready to fly out. I hope, by the way, that the stream behaved today, because last time we got a little bit lag, so it was actually quite a bit behind from where I was, and that did concern me a little bit, because I was actually fearing it would suddenly crash out. So there's a lot of planets here, and I actually don't believe we have looked at any of them. So let's go and see. I can see there is frigates for hire, but until I actually get the option to create the fuel so I can send them out, then I really don't want to spend the money on that. So this planet has dark side and copper, so I will go down and see if we can get any of that, if we can find some maybe crash site, get a free slot and so on. Pretty much the standard from the 2 last streams and whatever come along. So, a very beautiful icy planet. I always try to see if there is any buildings popping up. It's not certain they do. However, I can make something pop up hopefully myself. So, yeah, I know it suggests me to take the drop pod, but distress signal, might be a ship. If it's sending me to another planet, then it has to wait. No, it's not. Actually, I will say, so there is copper, I assume. So let's just farm that while we're here. To be honest, I'm going to try to get resources for 2 reasons. I would like to be able to repair the ships I have in the freighter, but also start stocking up, so if I get new ships that I would kind of have things in stock. I always get very impatient, and then suddenly all I do is running around trying to find what I need to repair, and then I'm even more lost from the purpose of what I'm doing. I do know I'm very human in that matter. So, did a little bit of scanning. It's all coins in the end, so I am amazed with many of these animals which come on. I know they are relatively random generated, but it's kind of funny how they come out. Some of them is really scary dinosaur-like ones, or cat, big cat-likes, and others is just very funny, really. Oh dear, I fell down a hole again. So, if you think I have a lot of money, we are sitting at around 20 million. When we hire frigates to do the missions on the freighter, the cheapest ones, which is C class, is just below 2 million apiece, and we can have 30 all in all. So I actually need to make some notes of what we have when I start, because I did already hire some, I believe. Otherwise, so we need around at least 60 million to hire all 30. That's not a must, but at least half of it we need, so that would be the optional start, so getting around 30 million, and then not high enough, come on. It's a little bit wrong. Yeah, it's a ship. Which is okay. Worst case, we get some coins out of it. So let's see. It's a sea fighter. That's what we already have, so yeah. I'm tempted just to go up and get the coins for it, and then continue our search. Distress thing actually kind of look like the start plane. Maybe not. Am I blind? What is this? Oh, it's over there. I parked the ship almost on top of it. Okay. I don't know what the different things does, so I always pick from what I think will benefit me most, and why would I approach the dead creatures? Don't really see any point. Multi-tool, I have an S multi-tool, so that's not my highest priority. Investigate data banks. I know that can give me technology, so that's what I'm going to do. I lost connection to Twitch, so I don't get any feedback, but it should still be live. I'll get the picture checked that it's actually visible. That's a little bit annoying. Ah, there we are. Prefer to be able to see. So, yeah, I got some. It's a geology cannon for the multi-tool, I believe. So that's okay. Oh, damn. So this is not going to be worth a lot, but what is going on here? It keeps clipping out the picture. I don't know if it do the same out at you guys, but damn, that's really annoying. It even says I have an excellent connection, so it should be fine. I hope it is. So it's the usual. I need to make the things I need, and can check it, please. It came back, so it should be on.
Alright.
There's more, so I know there's picture out, otherwise it's a little bit... Well, I lost the connection to Twitch, but it keeps clipping out.
Yeah, mine did yesterday.
This is a bit annoying. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, it might be. It seems like there's a Twitch issue. I don't know what else I can do. It says I'm live now with excellent connection. That was wrong, wasn't it? This is not great. It keeps clipping out. That's really annoying. It's really annoying. Yeah, but now I have my viewers back, so I hope it. Can you check downstairs if there's a picture on? He's not responding. So, sorry, there's some issues getting through to Twitch. So, it seems like I'm going on and off, which is slightly annoying. Now it didn't get what I needed. Oh. Well, as I always said, ferrite dust you can get everywhere. Okay, it seems I'm back, so that's good. Then let's hope it stays like that, because this is very annoying, not only for me but for you guys as well. If you are sitting wanting to watch it and I keep going and coming, that is not useful. So it's sometimes a little bit of a problem with things like ferrite dust. What is that predator? Oh, it's aggressive. It will probably come and try to eat me if I'm not careful. So, as I said, things like ferrite dust is a little bit tricky sometimes, because you actually don't really pick it up only in the beginning of the game, so you might actually run out for it. On the other hand, I do tend to accumulate over time. So, but it's always when you really feel you're lacking it, then yeah, that's. But the thing is, you are not stocking up the same way later in the game as you are early, and that is yeah. That is how it kind of works out, and what I hope works out is that this can come up and be sold without any issues. So we need to find the space station and then go and scrap it. If there should be coming holes in the stream, everything I do will be recorded and will be put on my YouTube channel. So if you miss out something, then that's there is. Then a large ship suddenly comes into the way. But you can find it on my YouTube channel. They will be uploaded, and hopefully if you miss something out, then that's why you can watch it through. But it is more nice to actually watch it live and ask questions in chat if you want. Comment, that's fine. I will try to reply anything I can if you have questions. As I said before, I know quite a bit about games, but I do have my limitations, so if I don't know the answer, then we might get there anyway, because I know a lot of sources where we can find information. So just below $1 million for this, that's fine. It's still $1 million's money. Oh, I didn't get the solar ship today. It is sometimes a lottery what you actually get when you send your ship, but which one in your collection? Well, that's always a question. So let's sell. Oh, there was a storage augmentation that can go on our fighter. So that's what we got out of it. I did not see that come off, but well, I will do as many people do, take the trip back. It's an interesting ship. It's my solar, so I did get my solar. Oh dear. Okay. That's the good thing by changing the names. That is that I can always recognize if it's one of my own ships. So I'm actually not going to add the storage to this one. What's that? That's a fighter. Okay. So I still have a marker from the crash side, but maybe I can't exactly get it. Just go down to the planet anyway. And just continue our search. The only thing is this ship is not very good if there is pirates to be fighting with, so I will replace repository. So I don't know if I can swap the ships like this. No. So actually I can place it there. It's a relatively safe planet, so thing on this planet is it's cold, very cold. I'm almost tempted to start singing tunes from Frozen. Don't worry, I won't scare any viewers away. All here. Okay, what technology do you actually have? Anything we can use? Oh, wiring loom is 94,000. He's not sorry, I don't have any interesting things, do I? Too far away, so I can't. I'm just putting aside what could be in the ship, so those I should probably sell. Okay, let's see what this one gives a map of ancient interest or whatever they call it. They cost 15 nanites. I normally take them, and because some of them can lead to portals, or at least they actually end up giving you some ancient stuff. So I'm getting a message that the stream seems to be fine. So I'm talking to this guy. He don't want to talk to me. He is from the Merchants Guild. So you need to start making doing missions on the space stations to get ranking up with them. I'm a little bit curious what wiring loom actually cost here. Oh, they don't have any. Okay. Did I have anything else to sell? I don't think I did. I did sell out. There's another traveler. I always find them difficult to talk to because I'm not quite sure how to approach them. I feel they give something of a little bit of lore, but it's a little bit like spoilers, which is not spoilers, which is spoilers, which is not spoilers, so what am I doing? I'm going to talk to him. So last time I did test my language, I actually kind of pissed him off. So, well, not this one, but another one on the space station. So, see if I can do better today. Weapons pathetic. Pathetic is a good word with. He hit me. Oh God. Klingons, I tell you, it's Klingons. They are. I stick with the aggression because that is the important part of talking to the Viking. It is not to show any weaknesses. Weapons cowardly. I'm going to call him cowardly. He's going to punch me as well. No. Actually, it gave me one in standing. So, let's go into the repository and get some lore. It's kind of interesting, but if you're not interested in lore, then fair enough. So this is about Viking philosophy. They're normally not long, so Atlas and Herc. So that was on justice. So vengeance. That's I like that. Vengeance is a meal after a feast. Unnecessary if the task is done correctly. Unnecessary if the warrior is swift and true, but enjoyable sometimes to be a glutton. Oh, I like that. Oh, the young must not follow such temptations, but the old. So it goes in circle, and you can go back to justice, and they do that sometimes. Some of them have 3 or 4 options, and you just continue reading the same until you realize, oh dear, what am I doing? So let's get back to our ship and see what that building we got, what that map they gave us actually brings. If you're interested in upgrading ships and stuff, oh, it just left. But then always scan the ships at places like this. You never know when the next S-class exotic pops by and suddenly is there. However, you need to have money to buy them. So it would be that one. Where are we going? Ancient building. Ancient ruin site detected. So is it on this planet? Yeah. In 12 hours. So I'm not going to live stream the voyage there, taking 12 hours. Even though that would be interesting if you are one of those which just love the planets, which I do, but spending that many hours, I do like something is happening besides running around for nothing. So we need to be digging. Just want to make sure that this is not only good. What is I need to make them cobalt? Okay. Something I don't have. What I would do for now, then we might see if we can find some cobalt so we can make. It's a little bit of a problem with the cold planets because they differ so much in how cold they actually get. So some is not too bad and you can last quite a long time, and others are very, very cold and it's a little bit of a hit and miss, but it's all about preparing yourself. So if you notice, I do run around with a lot of resources in my exosuit, and it is exactly for that reason, so I don't get caught out. But I don't have any dark side, which actually is on this planet, so I should go and find some and stock up. But now we're going to do this first. So someone placed a pillar there, that was very nice. Luckily, I didn't have to excavate the whole site. And we need to find the big one. It's just there. Oh, nice. So if we're lucky, we get something which is worth a lot of money. If we're not, well, that's the luck of the draw. A suspicious calendar. Doesn't sound like it's well. Could be worse. Just confused myself. Okay, let's scan and see if we can find any resources. Dark side is actually not too far away. Copper, that's even closer. Go and take that first. I will actually take that on foot. I die in the... Actually... Hello, animals. So, at least I can make some iron batteries which can keep us alive a little longer. a little bit funny because after I read someone asking on Reddit where to find cobalt deposits, I have actually found quite a lot of them where it is again how lucky you are with the planets. It's not always straightforward, but so that was dark side. That was copper. Don't tell me it disappeared. So, do we need to get up on the mountain and down? Or is it on the mountain? Don't fall down the hole. Ah! Okay. There is a freaking animal running around down here. That is kind of lucky. I fall down and actually see the animal which is living underground. So this is actually the worst thing which can happen when you fall down in a hole in a cave, is that there's big clusters of these and you get too close to them because they poison you and they will make you very lose your sense of direction, I think it is, because everything turned green because of the poison, and it's actually very well made that you get into a situation where you get confused. So okay, let's try to get out of the hole again. So why did the dark side go? That is. I thought it was the animal I got, and then there was something else. I do know I'm a muppet sometimes, losing my way around and falling down to more holes. worth the hassle to get to it. And falling down and all. Not sure like I hear animals snarling nearby. Though I am out, so I should be able to defend myself if attacked. Of coloring. So let's see, one of them is run out. Is there any other nearby? Uncover. So we could go down to that one. I think that is navigation data. Transmission, so I don't need that. That's typical. Cover 322, 200. So I'm going down for that, and then call the ship when we get down to it. Transmission tower, which is under fire. I really should call my ship and fight the pirates. I do have a little bit like in real life. I like to help people when they are in danger, but not that I would be farming copper and then just leave them, but damn, those animals that I didn't have. some reward dealing with. Would you shoot at me? This is really not a game if you have suffered from motion sickness or something like that. So just going down here and oh, it's one of those. That might actually be handy. So is there a flagpole? Is there? I always feel that I have to take those. I don't know if, well, it gives always something, a little bit of nanites and stuff like that. But it's also some of the things which actually gives you nanites by uploading the information. So it's two-sided. Why wouldn't you want to have as much out of it as possible? I am keeping an eye on my health because I don't know where it's very cold here. It's pretty much, I guess, as it's been in America the last, well, in some states in America at least, the last couple of weeks. I've seen temperatures of minus 40 degrees, so that is very cold. I have only encountered that cold weather once in my life, and that was minus 35, and that was not pleasant in any way. As I said before, I take everything which is free. Do I need it? Nah, probably not, but so what do we have here? So that's divided by 5. That's divided by 6. That's divided by 7. 7, 6, 5, 4. That means 6. It's actually amazing. I'm sitting here doing math. I never imagined myself as a math teacher. Then we get a distress signal. Not a crashed freighter, but a distress signal from pilot went down with his ship. Okay. I thought I saw something, but when it does that light blue thing and kind of scan the planet, it sometimes shows up other things which might be interesting. So keep an eye on those, because you might see things which just don't fully show up. There's another collection of animals. So let's look at the distress signal. Do we get another ship for scraps, or do we get one for our collection? That is the question. That is a very good question, really. Did I get far enough up? Looks like it. That planet in the background actually looks like it could be a paradise planet, so when I count good things, S-class ships, S-class this and that, paradise planet, oh god, I came in too fast there. I make a short video and put on my channel about it and how to find it as well. Because then anyone who wants that information have easy access to it, and well, it's an A shuttle, A-class shuttle. I do not think I have an A-class shuttle. Wasn't that a B-class I found last time? Even though shuttle is not launch trouble. Okay. Well, I'm going to keep it in the first place, and then if it's worse than what we have, then I can always fly from the freighter to the space station. So I don't feel I need I don't think I really need to scavenge the cargo, but I might be wrong. There might be better options than what I do, but it's always taking the decisions in the moment, and I could stand here for 3 hours and try to calculate what the best outcome would be, or I could just hope the best and hopefully get something very good out of it. not what I thought it was. That one I'm going to go for. So I'm going to claim it. And I'm going to repair the pulse engine. That's quite cheap to do. I still, how come I keep running out of ferrite dust? That's really weird. I normally have so much of it. No, don't worry, little animals, I'm not chasing you. Good thing is, there's also sodium, which is quite useful for many things. Oh. Don't do that, because that's stupid. Make sure they're scanned so you get both resources in it. So that should be enough. So I'm just going to repair that. And it will later hopefully appear in our freighter. There's another thing is I'm actually a little bit annoyed where the freighter is, because it's an outlaw station, so I don't have full usage of that system. So what I actually try to do is to see if I can summon it. Now it's in this system around this planet somewhere. Might not be completely true. Well, very often it actually comes so you can see it, so yeah. I'm actually using batteries as well. There is the freighter. So, as I said, it sometimes normally comes so you actually can see it. Here I can't, but that's fine. Well, that's a lot of big carbon crystals. That's another thing, you always need it, especially when you don't have it. Wow. That kind of didn't make sense to me. Where was that? It's actually supposed to be here. You can magnify by clicking the right mouse button when you are looking at things. That's what I sometimes do when it then comes in closer. Moving animals can be quite difficult to catch sometimes. So it's supposed to be there. Doesn't really look like it. I had a number of these where it showed something which wasn't there, which is kind of annoying. Especially I would like the dioxide because it's one thing I'm always missing, and it's kind of one of these things you want to stock up. Very often it's on planets which is with very aggressive sentinels. So these metal fingers is kind of good because you can see what they contain. This one, 205 gold. Uranium, not a bad thing, it's something we can use. It's actually good against a couple of things. Fueling up. 482. It's as much as you can get in the deposits, so if you come across these, farm them. If you come across them on a planet with sentinels, I would say when the sentinels start getting too interested, then stop, walk a little bit around. Maybe make sure you have your ship nearby. Sit into your ship for a little bit, hop out, do a little bit more. It might take longer time, but you get plenty out of it. You can see I'm going to get more than 2,000 uranium from this, so it's really worth it. But as said, you might. I'm going to get even more because there was more of it. And I'm going to take everything because this is a safe planet. And that means I don't have to go really search for it. And again, gold is also good. So, what is there not to like with this farm? I have been relatively lucky on this save because I get a lot of things very easily where others, for instance, the freighter crash sites, I don't get them. On other saves, when I run those maps, roughly 50 to 60% would be freighter crashes. So it's really again down to the luck of the draw. And sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you're not. It's I'm so tempted to say some guy somewhere is rolling a die, and what it comes out with determine whether you're lucky or not. But I personally do find that is what makes a game interesting as well, because although you would like to know exactly what you get when you get it, but then it becomes very predictable. And even though I sometimes get very frustrated when I need something and I find a deposit and all I get out of it is 21 or 50 or something like that, but it is what I think I aimed at the wrong thing. Come on. Now Twitch seems to be messing up again. I kind of hope that it's fine, because it says that I'm live. And it's just my picture which went, or so still didn't get any dioxide. Oh, there. So let's go for that as well. Come on, don't do this to me. Well, I don't have any preview of the stream, so I don't know if I'm actually getting out anywhere. It says I'm live, and it's excellent, but I lost my picture. So, well, now I can see viewers going off, so I need to have someone to check. So I'm just going to put the break screen on while I fiddle with this, because all I see is a black screen. That is not really. Now I got picture. Okay. So I'm going to try again. It seems like Twitch are having issues. The people I have in the background has been investigating, and so I apologize for things falling out. I wish I could do anything about it. But as said, if you miss something, the live stream video will go on YouTube, so you can catch up if it gets to that. At least that service will be available. Of course, it will not be uploaded until after I go off, but at least that is then there, and you can of course look into it, but it's annoying when things like that happens, and technology, even though we are in 2023, is not always as good as it should be. We are depending on many minor things, which yeah, okay, it is as it is, and as said, I apologize if there is any grief with it, but the stream will be uploaded as it is, and it should catch everything, which even though if it doesn't go out, I do believe the Twitch videos which is uploaded is actually what's on the stream, so if something falls out, it will also on those videos, but I back them up myself locally, so I find that a little bit easier for me if I need to cut something out for videos. If there's something interesting, then that would go into consideration to make into videos. And remember that I do emphasize a lot of my advices is for newer players. For older players it might not be beneficial, but as we progress through the universe, well, there might be something for everyone, not only the newer ones. And feel free to use the chat if you have questions, comments. It's there for that use, and I will try to answer as we go. And I will honestly tell you, if you ask me a question I don't know, I will tell you, because I don't find that very nice myself when people just stole the question and never really answer it, so feel free. I still scan pretty much everything which has not been scanned, because in the end it's money. And I'm actually going down to the water to take a swim because I have a feeling some of the animals I'm missing might be out in the water. I might be wrong. That's lovely. What is... I guess I was wrong. It's not very deep, so... So notice that I have two types of protection on now, water and cold. The water is still cold, it should actually be frozen at this temperature, but doesn't seem to be any animals. Huh. Okay. It's not really what I expected, but it's fine. You can't always get what you want. So... let's try another map and see if we are a little bit more lucky. Just going to fill this up. The water is just oxygen, so... So I got over 5,000 uranium out of it and 1,400 gold. Not a bad couple of minutes spent on that. So we take another of these and see what we get out of that. We might I would say normally I wouldn't mind distress signals, but as I said, another saves I get between 60 and 80% freighters when I use these. On this one, yeah, someone doesn't like to roll the dice, so I can use it. So there's two options, either be patient or not being patient. But I mean, come on. What's the worst that happens? Well, that is I scrap a lot of ships. Would that make it better or worse for someone else? No. See, this one unfortunately has a pilot. It's a good looking pilot, isn't it? So he just wants help. So I don't even get anything out of this. Can't even scan it. It is actually a good looking fighter. There's no distress beacon because the guy is walking around. Should we just kill him? I don't think that's an option, by the way. Well. We could of course leave him here and come back in 10 days or something like that and hope he's died from. Oh, your ship failed you. Well. Let's see if we can help that poor little guy. No, I can't fix it. I don't have any assets. I can make that, so I don't think I can make assets. Can't remember if I bought to that option yet. What does that take? Fungal mold and mold island, which is none of those I have. Okay, I'm going to make a metal plating so we can repair him. That's all we can. It's actually a nice looking ship. Oh, where is he? Stop pacing. $25,000 coins. Nice. No, it's not. Oops, unedited. Haven't I killed a number of these on this planet? So he's gone with the nice ship. It's a little bit annoying, but at least if we need to find ships, let's find some which is nice we can use for something. So that's supposed to be there. Again, that's one which is not there. And yes, I know the argument, it could be under the surface, but whenever I dig into it, there is nothing. I think the guy with the dice is playing with me. Or the lady with the dice. It could be a female as well. It says it's Lady Luck, isn't it? So, should we go and get that, or should we fly and get that? I shouldn't really complain about the deposits of this planet. They actually seem quite nice, but what just annoys me is those which shows as a deposit which are not there. I don't know. It's a little bit tricky to answer why that happened, but I don't know if anyone else has encountered that, or it's just me which runs into unsolicited resource deposits. I mean, if at least there was something which was half empty or something like that, or not too much in it, yeah, I could understand that, but if it shows on the map as there should be one, then there should be something, at least a handful or a little bit more than that. But it actually looks very, very good. So again, certain things I've been very lucky with, and other things it's just no. So maybe I should stop moaning about those deposits showing up on the map, which is not deposits at all. Then the next one would be a super deposit like this one. Yeah, this. I guess it's human nature. Moan, 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 moan. Oh yeah, I was lucky. Moan, 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 moan. It's just a game. I hate when people say that. But I know it's true, and you know you shouldn't be annoyed about games. If you get annoyed by a game, then don't play it. Play something else. Anyone played online games know what I'm talking about. Because you do get annoyed with them. You get annoyed with the teams you're playing on or the players you play against. That's how it is, but you shouldn't really. And it actually breaks your own enjoyment of the games you're playing, because if you get angry by playing games, then I would say you might be playing the wrong game. And if you start getting annoyed with other people playing games, then the problem is much deeper, because you can't really control what other people do. I know you could be sitting screaming at me right now that I should not do it like this, I should do something different and all that. Yeah, and you're probably right, but it doesn't change the fact that you can't control me. You can say please, then I might do things differently, but if you call me or something and or refer to my ancestors or whatever it might be, then I might just say screw you. I do as it please me, not you. I paid for this game. I choose how I play it. Instead, take things with a little bit of humor. If something is funny, laugh. If someone says something funny, laugh. If you get angry, that doesn't really help. You should be playing to forget the small things in your day-to-day life, your fucking job or something like that, if that's annoying. Go home and play computer games, because you then can chillax and forget all about your work. That's the healthy way of doing it. Don't make it, you mobbed, you noob, you're stupid. There's no need for that. This was a very big deposit of dioxide. Oh, I got a lot of it now. I like that. So there was something here as well for free. And if it's free, I say thank you. Oh, wrong one, I know. I'm a self-proclaimed mobbit, so that's at least I know it myself. I still don't like those hazardous plants, and I don't think that is going to change soon. They have a tendency suddenly to attack me when I haven't seen them, and I get these almost brown alert moment. I actually would rather not have those. Just saying. So should we take a different one this time and see? see if there's any drop pods that I can find. Yay! And it's even close by. You know your planet is bad when you try to get drop pods and they show you on another planet. So can I make what I need this time? I have what I need. So let's get some free slot. I'm still taking in the technology department because they are more expensive. So those I buy go down in the lower one. What is that? I thought that was a deposit. It looked like it. I've always liked the freezing or cold planets because I like that snowy. I never really built any bases on them. Well, I have one in one of my games, but and it's actually a shame, but it might be something we can do down the line. Also, if you find the right frozen planet with blizzards, then you can get storm crystals, and I find they're easier to collect on frozen or freezing planets. I don't know if it's right, but that's at least how I feel it. While we're here and while I think about what the next move is, I'll take a short 2-minute little break because I need to go somewhere where I can't send anyone else. But in a moment I'll be back, so it will be a very short break. And I'm back. Sorry for that, but as I'm going through pots of coffee when I'm playing, then it's actually not unexpected that I have to go out a little bit sometimes. But let's have some coffee on that. So I'm actually tempted to take one more of the planetary charts with emerging and see if we can get what should really be one on this planet. But I do not get the right ones. It is kind of... I'm not trying to land. It is as it is. I don't know if there is an algorithm for which types of planets there is a bigger chance for crash sites. If there is, I don't know it. I haven't really investigated that. I know from when I started playing, because as I hardly had any clue on what I was actually doing, then very often I would just fly around over planets, try to see things, and I very often found... Is it him again? I often found freighter crash sites, and I was aware of income. I hope it's not the same guy again and he's complaining about my repair. He could turn into a Karen, couldn't he? Oh shit, he's over there. Damn, I hope that this ship would be... Oh, it's not the same. The other one was called Sun. Not buy your ship. This is something I can fix. Getting a ship out of this. But hello, don't run away. I fixed your ship. Pay me. Okay. Okay. His hollow thing is still hoovering. Okay. We didn't get much out of that, but never mind. Maybe we should go to another planet and see if we are luckier with finding crash sites. It's just annoying. And when I say it's annoying, I'm not annoyed, because I really enjoy playing No Man's Sky, and the frustration I take with a smile. Oh, that's nice. I'm going to actually is A, so we could upgrade that if it doesn't work with 4. I'm not quite sure. No, it doesn't work with 4. So that one is going to be nanite. Yeah, it's just me. I like them to be next to each other, to be honest. It makes it easier for me to see when I need to refuel them. I don't have any phosphorus. Okay. Back to the ship. And then I think we'll go for another planet and see if we have more luck there. To take some of the stuff and put on the ship. Just what I don't want to be carrying around. That one I actually put on the ship because that's where it belongs. We can always take it off when we come to a space station. And I keep forgetting selling these. And we have that as well. Okay, that's okay. So, out to space we go.